Welcome to the third episode of my channel. Today we are going to look into this code here. It is called game stats in the book here that I'm using, and it demonstrates declaring and initializing variables, and I try to understand everything and show you everything and what everything is for. And yeah, let's go and start. First we have an integer. It's because the score is an integer and it's an even number, so we can put it here as an integer, and the distance is in double because it's not exactly, it's after the dots you want to have those numbers too, and that's why we have to specify it, and that's why it's double, and we call it distance. Let's write the program like it's written here, just to show. And then we have a character. Later we see we have an epsilon here for play again, like we name it here. And at last we have a bool. It's called bool because it's a false and truth variable, and it has only those two states, true and false. And when it's like that, it's called bool. And for the bool we have the shield up, shields up they want to call it. Good. And then we have the short, and this is for lives and aliens killed. This represents basically the value, and as you can see here from the book, the value goes from minus 32,786 to the same in the positive direction, and it's just used for the values that are low or short in this sense. And now we are coming to the values of the variables, and we just write them like they are here and explain it. The score is an integer, so because it is one, it is 0 or 1, but for a game the starting point is 0, so we call it 0. And then we go further to distance. Yeah, he just wants to call this distance 1200.76 for an example. It would be the distance you have already traveled, and if you lose to play again, it would be the epsilon, and would be the play again, like we defined this before with the character. And this has to be in those little things, because otherwise it doesn't want to work like this. It accepts it, that it is the character to use it. And then we have the shield up. Shields up, and this is true, so that means the shield will be up. And then we come to lives, and it's defined to 3 lives that's no game now, so we define every variable how the value is. And then the aliens killed is 10. And at last we have a new variable, and this is the engine tempo, so that's how fast the game speed is, for example. And this is at 6572.89. It's directly defined in the variable. Maybe you have noticed that I've made some little writing faults. It is here by play again. It's little a, or like I've written it here. It should be exactly the same. It doesn't matter how you write it, but if you write it to continue your code, it should be the same. And here the shield's up. Here you can see I wrote that wrong, and now it's correct. Now it will work. And now we continue. Now everything we write will be shown in the console, and we start with the count, and here, as you can see, we have a n backslash. This is just for a new space, and then the score will be displayed. Like this, and then score, that's for our variable, that it should display the score. And then handle. And now to show this with the console, I start it first, and then you can see here score 0. And now you might wonder, this backslash n, why would we put that here? I can demonstrate it if I delete it quickly. Now it is right on the top here. It's just a space, a new space. And if I put it back, you can see it's one down. And now we can do the same with score, because it's a variable. It doesn't need to be in this how are they called? In the yes, quotes. Those are quotes. It doesn't have to be in the double quote. And when I start it now, you can see it's just written score, and because it's in the variable, the score, we can just run the code like this, and it displays us everything we want. So now I've already written some code here, and that's only what is written at the end in the console. This is without the variables. If I run this here, you can see that it's listed here, just without any variables. If I wanted to, I could change them. It doesn't matter if it's in the variable or not, because I have a double quote in it. Oh, I did not want to do that. Like this, it doesn't matter if it's changed or not. And yeah, and now we have to add the variables to every single one of them, and we do that like this. We just put here the distance, and we just call it distance, and it should already work. If I have written the word correctly, it should display the distance we have defined. And now we can do that with everything here. Play again. We can only write play again, and then it knows everything, and then it displays this everything how it should display it. And now we can do everything lives, and now continue with the rest. Aliens killed, and the last one is engine temp. And now when we run it, it's all displayed with all the values. And now you might notice that it doesn't need to have a \n everywhere. It's okay because this endl here at the end, it automatically makes a new one, and it's easy that so we don't have to make a \n every time for it. So that's it for today's video. Maybe you have noticed there's some more code down here, but we will look at this code in the 4th episode on this channel, and I hope you enjoyed it or learned something or just enjoyed it watching my video. And yeah, let's see you in the 4th episode. Bye.